Hey everyone, Shaver 1000 here. If you guys just saw Monkey's last video, she did a live stream on something that cost $89 and it didn't work right out of the box. Did it, Mom?
No.
So hopefully we can get this working. Well, let's go. D16 live steam engine. Let's open this up. Let's check it out. Maybe do a little cleaning. Let's see if we can get this thing running. It's Friday night. 8:35. Alright. Sound good, Monk?
Yeah, I hope you have more luck than I did.
Well, this thing's from the early 60s, so
You should.
it'll probably work better than that brand new thing she just bought. I knew Dennis was there, so
Yeah.
Dennis saw it. But anyway, guys, we'll be back with you in just a second. Let's hit an intro and maybe do some steaming. Either way, we're going to steam something up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll steam something up. Okay guys, I got you down here on the floor already. Let's go ahead and open this up. This actually came out of my home state, Ohio. It came from Wooster, Ohio, which is just kind of northwest-ish of my hometown. Not that far. So, again, this is the D16. Shipping label there, or shipping name. Okay. Seems to be well packaged in the big bubble wrap. Oh yeah. This is cool. So we're getting bigger, guys. Alright, there's this. There's supposed to be something else in here. And see it. Oh, there it is. Oh, cool brochure. All the things. Pretty cool, huh? D16, that's ours there. Now I seen it was dirty, and but I noticed it's got the original whistle. This is supposed to have a weight on it, so it's got the original whistle. It's got the original drip tray, and it goes in here like that. It's got this. That's good because I just had to. Well, I just got it, but I had to order one of these little caps. Feels pretty smooth. It's not locked up. That's a good thing. We are going to need to clean it. It does have the original stack with it, which goes over here like that. So, let me see. Okay, so it looks to me like I'm going to have to solder this. Yeah, I'm going to have to solder just like I did with that Mammoth engine. So I'm going to have to solder this so it can, so we can put the steam. I'm not going to bore you with that, guys. But that's the first thing we want to do. Clean this off up here, solder this. Also, it's got the original tray. This is, let me see, it's gray with the blue oval Wilesco sticker, so it's early 60s, probably between 60 and 65, so I'm guessing this would probably be around a 62. And also what I like about it is it's got your regulator here. So, and this is just a cap, because this actually works as your pop-off valve, which I will probably order a regular pop-off valve. I trust them better. I do see some calcium in there, so I had Monkey pick me up some vinegar today, so I'll get that in there. But right now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this off, and I'm going to have to solder this back in there. I got to try to get this piece out, and it came right out, so I don't know why it's busted off, but there. So this little piece here gets set down in there, and then it gets soldered in. So looks like I'm gonna have to do some straightening there and get that soldered in there right. Hopefully we can get it to seal, but let me get this cleaned up first. Let me get that soldered in there. In the meantime, while I'm soldering this, I am going to put some vinegar down in here, because the front of it, let's check this whistle here. Okay, whistle works. Alright, now down in the front there, see some grime and calcium in that little window there, so I am going to put some vinegar in here. I'll get this soldered in and I'll bring you back. I'm not going to bore you with that because, well, it's boring. So yeah, I don't understand why, as loose as that was, like the one on the traction engine, you know, I had to use two pair of pliers actually, one to hold it, one to turn it. So yeah, let me get that done, get that taken care of, and I'll be back with you. I'm going to wipe this down and all that stuff. Not going to bore you with that either. I'll get it all wiped down. It is filthy. I need to put a band around there. Keep forgetting what it's called, but so yeah, just want to clean it up, make it presentable. First thing I'm going to do is solder that, and then I'll kick you guys back on. But I'm guessing we'll be steaming this thing tonight. So alright guys, I'll be back with you. Okay guys, so I thought I'd just give you a before look of what it looks like before we clean it. Now again, I'm not going to be doing any painting or anything like that. Just going to clean it up a little, because my stuff runs, right Mama? We run it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll just get it all cleaned out. I'll get that soldered in. I got my gun over there heating up. And then once I get it cleaned up, I'll come back with you. I'm just going to wipe it down with some WD-40, and should clean up pretty nice. Okay guys, I got it somewhat cleaned up. This one I think is worthy of a complete tear down, and I know the red needs repainted, and it's looking like down in here, that's not dirt, that's rust. Let's see if I can get you in the light here. But there you go. And some under the firehouse here, the firebox. So I think it's made. I don't know. Maybe worthy of a restore. The boiler looks better. It's not perfect. You can see down in here. So I didn't really take it apart at all. I just, you know, got in there and cleaned it up. But this looks a lot better, I think. You know, this needs repainted. I'm usually all about keeping everything original, but this you know, it's a D16, so it's worth a little more than my D10 or whatever, but still, I think it's worthy of at least tearing it down and you know, doing at least a deep cleaning on it and go from there. I would probably definitely paint that red. I don't know, but just kind of clean it all out and buff it out. There is supposed to be a weight on here, and them things are hard to find. So, but I think it's 28 grams, 26, 27, right in there. You can put on here, and if you want less pressure, you move it up to that first notch. If you want more pressure, move it to that notch, depending on how much power you want. But yeah, so what we're going to do is I'm going to get my water out. I got some oil there. We're going to oil it up, and we're going to try to steam it. That has seen better days, but it's still functional. So, and that's original. That's not an aftermarket. Make sure it fits in here. Oh, I know it does because it was in there. Okay. Not sure about lighting. What I can do about lighting? Maybe I'll get Monkey's light over here. And but yeah, I think it looks a lot better than it did, and it's worthy of trying to start. Now I got that soldered in. I don't know if it's going to leak yet. I didn't pressure test this one, but if it does, it'll leak down in there. Not a big deal, but yeah, it looks a lot better. So enough chit chat. Let's get some water in it, and let's get a fire going in it, and get some oil on it. I think it'll run. Yeah, pretty neat. Alright guys, I'll tell you what I gave for this too here in a minute. Okay guys, so on my whistle here, it takes, like I said, 28 grams. That's about an ounce. So I got 2 half-ounce weights on there, fishing weights. Can you see that? My little fishing weights right there. So let's go ahead and we'll get the water in this. Then we'll start the fire. Then we'll oil it. That thing's going to run. Did you see that? Like I said, I'm sure it's going to leak up there at my solder. It might not, but it might. I don't know. Let's do that again. Yeah, I think it's going to run. Let's see. Oh, you guys ain't seeing that. Hang on. Let's do this again. Yeah, it's going to definitely run. See that? Make sure it's tight. Yeah, it's going to run. When I was filling this up with vinegar, yeah, now they're telling you don't use vinegar, use that decalcified solution that they sell. It's $460 some a gallon. The main ingredient is a citric acid, which, you know, vinegar or lemon juice. There was a guy I was watching on YouTube. He always runs his 75% water and 25% lemon juice, and he's never had a problem. And I went online, guy says, man, I've been using vinegar in them for years and never had an issue. And I'm going to run this up. I'm going to go like my D14. There's 2 screws right here across from each other towards the top. I run it just right about even with them screws. That's about 3/4 of the way up, or maybe 2/3. Okay, so let's put this in here. I still haven't got my tablets yet. They're like an Isbit tablet. Alright, so let's put this in here. We'll shut that off. We'll light it. There it goes. And it's lit. Okay, now let's get some oil in it. We're going to start right here. Put a couple drops of oil down in this oiler. And you turn it a couple turns. And that just sucks it up into the piston there. Okay. Now we're going to put, it's going to be oily, that's why I got that towel over there. And down in here there's a little hole here that you can oil, that goes in and oils the connecting rod up here. Get to it from there. And it also filled that hole up there. And let's see, let me back you out a little bit. There's a couple little holes right here for oil, but I always like to just let it run down. That way I know everything's getting oiled. And these are oil cups right there. And I put way too much oil there. I already oiled this thing when I put it back in. Starting to build up some pressure there already. That's a good sign. Oh, and it's starting to run. Let me get Monkey out here because I think she wants to see it run. Okay, Monkey's standing over there behind the camera. I don't know if they're ready yet or not, but I see some.
Ooh.
Okay, that didn't take long. Alright, now this is the throttle. Let's turn it. And it's starting to go on its own. Let's let it build up a little more pressure. I want to turn this and make sure there's no condensating water, you know, just actual water that didn't condensate or that didn't evaporate in there. Yeah, see, I got a leak up the top of that. I think my solder joint's holding now. Oh yeah, this thing's going to run. What do you think, Mama?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll give it one more minute. Alright, let's try it. Yeah, I've seen some water come out there.
Yep.
If I would spin it, it'd probably start. Yeah.
There we go.
But I wanted to see if it'd start on its own, you know?
Yeah.
There it goes. See that?
Yeah.
Started on its own. And I shut it off. But I like when they run slow like that. Sounds pretty good.
Burning.
What's burning?
Smell it.
Oh, that's just hot oil, huh? Check it out, guys. So we gave $120 for this with free shipping. Came out of Worcester, Ohio. I like when they run slow like that. Oh, we also got this thing in too so we can run more stuff.
Yay, more stuff.
And look, it matches that.
Yeah.
See, it's just a different scheme. It's pretty cool. Alright, let's see if it'll start.
Yeah.
I don't know how long this thing's been ran, but it's been a very long time. There, I made it go the other way. Running backwards now. This is dual action. The other ones are called wobble engines because they got that piston that wobbles up and down. This is a dual action. So it just goes straight in and out like a real steam engine does.
It's cool.
There it is, it's running. That's quiet.
Very.
That little thunk thunk you hear is this.
Oh yeah.
Hear it?
Uh-huh.
That's the governor. It doesn't actually do anything, it just looks cool. That's what you're hearing there. Look at that thing.
That's cool.
Man, that thing is quiet. I'm spitting that stuff all over my camera. I gotta move my camera for a second here, guys. That runs good. And that pop-off valve's doing its job, so
Yeah. It's cute.
that's quiet.
Yeah. it's
Should we
fun.
run something?
Yeah.
What do you want to run?
I don't know.
Okay, hang on a second, guys. I'm gonna get something. Okay, guys, we got the little saw guy there. I just started it up and it started on its own, didn't it,
Yep.
There we go. There he is.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
We could run the M56 on here.
Yeah.
Hang on a second, guys. Okay, we got the M56 on here. And it kicked everything on immediately. Let's That's cool. Let me tighten that valve up a little bit. Okay, guys, that's it for now. It's a D16 from around 1962, and it's running the M56 workshop. So that's pretty cool. And I'll let you guys watch this for a few seconds or minutes or whatever, and then I'll see you guys in the next one. Shea Bear, the Myth, Man, Legend. Gone for now, Monk.
Monk says I'm out. Bye.
All right, bye,
Fun
guys.
stuff.